And what with having a brand new allotment and sharing a car, doing the school run, doing shopping, all the things that my wife Jenny wants to do as well, it's really hard to get about at the moment, all right? So I've got to give a massive shout out to the guys over at DYU for sending me the A1F, all electric if you want it to be, foldable bike, which is this beautiful bit of engineering behind me. I'm going to give you a little look around the bike because it's cool, it's really good, and some stats as well. And we're going to use this to get to and from our new allotment because it's quite far from where I live. I haven't said anything about distance yet, but it's not down the road, all right? It's a private site, so it doesn't matter if we live in the catchment area or not. As long as we pay for it, it's ours. But oh my God, what a bike. Now I have already mentioned this is completely foldable, which is amazing. It's just a simple case of pulling this lever here, making sure the pedal is in the right place to locate the handlebars. That goes down just like that on its own, dead easy. If I flip the bike around, try and show you this, there's two safety catches. That one goes up, that one pulls out, and we just fold it up like that. And then thirdly, if you was really struggling for space, you can lower the seat all the way down. It comes with a strap so that you can strap it together, and that would quite happily sit in the boot of your car or on a train. I think that's awesome. And to get it back up as a usable bike, put the seat up, I like that to be nice and high. Open that out. Again, I'll try and show you what I'm doing here. Close that, lock that. That comes up, you can't get it wrong. There's nothing to align. Click that. Turn the power button on, and away you go. It's been a week today since we took on the brand new allotment, and also since the very kind guys over at DYU sent me what is now my allotment bike. I've named it Lewis after an old friend of mine who's no longer with us, who used to have something very, very similar when I was a child. Lewis has done me really well over the last week. I'd love to say I've lost a load of weight, but the electric assist, it doesn't just kick in when you pedal, it actually has a throttle. If I was to fault it, I would say pretty much like any electric bike, I wish the battery lasted longer. It's not the bike's fault, that's just me wanting more. The battery is actually inside the frame here. It splits into two when you fold the bike. We've got a brushless electric motor in the rear wheel. I'm not too sure how easy that would be to change if we get a puncture. I haven't experienced any kind of flats yet. We've got a front and rear light that come as standard. The rear light is pretty bright and they run in sync to each other with a little switch up here. Now the horn is something that I think is going to get me into trouble because there's no real way of being polite about it. It's kind of get out of the way or get out of the way, which is obviously that's what it's for, you know, to alert people of your presence. But the looks I get from people, I'm now creeping up behind people, creeping up. I'm now sneaking up. That's even worse. I'll go with that. When I approach people, there you go, that's better. Yeah, it's a bit tricky because I'm having to use my voice to say, oh, excuse me, and you know, otherwise they think there's a train coming. Hey, listen to this. The horn is useful, it's a requirement by law, so is a bell, just saying. Bell's a little bit more, less aggressive. And I wish the handle grips were a little bit longer. If you've got large hands like I have, they don't actually fit, you know, comfortably. But other than that, it's all right. It's not designed to get you across country, it's just for nipping about, you know. I also found out that the pedals, if you push and collapse, they actually fold down, so you can get this even smaller than I originally told you guys. Now I'm about 12 miles from where I live. I'm not sure this is going to get me home. I'm using this every single day, twice a day, to get to and from the allotment. I even picked up Thomas, our 7-year-old, from school on this, because believe it or not, that little bit there that doesn't really look like much is indeed a seat. I don't think you'd get anything more than a small child on there comfortably. Tommy had to dangle his legs because there's no foot pegs, but I have seen on the website that if I remove that, they do indeed sell a basket. So I might make one now that I know that the hardware is already here. The frame is really well built, it's a solid bike. I might make like a wooden lidded basket box for it, just so that if I do go to the allotment, I haven't necessarily got to carry all my drills on my back. The bike can assist in getting them there. So yeah, overall, I think it's a great little bike. Where the money's at, I'll put it down in the description. There's no affiliate link. This is not a sponsored video. If it was, there would be an affiliate link down below in the description. I'm not being paid to make this video at all. They just sent me a bike and said,